Wanna shout Blippi? Alright, hold up, hold up. Alright, let's get your diaper changed. Alright, let me post that I'm live. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get his diaper changed, and I'll be back real quick. Alright, but we're gonna start off with futures.
Okay, cool. Let's go this way and be super quiet. Follow me.
Alright, let's get your diaper changed. Lay down. Yep, lay down. Diaper change. Diaper change. Diaper change.
Over here. Coming. Okay, Lippy. So the reason we need to be super quiet is the first thing to finding frogs is to hear them. Let's listen. Oh yeah. You hear the frogs now? So if we're super quiet and we hear the right call, we can get the frog. Maybe catch one. Go to the cameras. Good? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's listen. Oh yeah. Did you hear the sound? Yeah. It sounded like reek, reek, reek. Listen again. Oh. Did you hear that? One more time. Yeah. That's all the frogs I want to show you. Come with me.
It's okay.
There it is again. You'd be a really quiet frog. Okay, here we go. It's right up there. Let's go.
Good job, Pierre. Alright, next thing you got your blueberries. Yeah, blueberries.
I can hear the frogs, Blippi.
You need a drink.
Can you hear it? I think it's really close by. I'm gonna go catch the frog. Bring it back. I got one. Check it out. Look. Here, let's go down here. Okay. Oh yeah. It's the frog that we are hearing. You hear all those calls?
All right, guys. And then you also have a protein bar. If you ever need a protein bar, it's right here.
I'm gonna give you 3 guesses to what color the frog in my hand is. You ready? Okay, go ahead. Is it green? No. Again, everybody has that idea. One more time. What color do you think the frog is? Is that right?
All right, what do we got? What do we got? Market's almost open. Yeah, thank you. You want to put that in the trash? All right, so it's 9:28 Eastern. I'm gonna wait for the first 15-second candle. Got some EIX overnight. See how that does. So we'll push Tesla down about 3% pre-market. A lot of things going on with Tesla. So we'll see what Tesla wants to do today. I'm gonna watch EIX, safer stock. All right, so how much do you size in when trading the first? So it really depends on what prop firm account you have on size. I recommend the 50K. I do 10 contracts. I do 10 10 micros, that's quite a bit to make some good money. And I just scale out. If this works successfully, I'll show you how I scale out. Scaling out is the most important thing, because if you're doing a 15-second orb, you can get 20 plus points, no doubt. So you want to make sure you're holding for those big moves. How's it going, MW? Good to see you in the chat. Check CRCL, issuer USD stablecoin going live at market open, very anticipated. Oh, the market's open. I'll check that out later. Good morning, Tillum, Needius Long, everyone in the YouTube chat. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys join in the live streams. My main live stream is on Twitch. Alrighty, we got our market open. We're looking for a trade here and here. I'm gonna do 10. Either buy or sell if we get above this lower upper or lower line. So now we just wait. We just wait. Looks like we're trying to get above the upper line. Would like to see a nice break. Is that going to be it? And no. It just kind of slightly went above with the wick, but still no break of structure. 15, 30, 45. We're coming into a 1 minute time frame here. I'd like to see faster breaks, but we'll see. We're still trying to get up there. So just kind of waiting. Needs to be a kind of a clear break for me. All right, we're coming back down. We're coming down. What is my EIX? Is kind of doing nothing there. Whoops. All right, that's a clear break of structure. Waiting for a close. Are we going to get it? I'm going to do a market order. That looks like a clear break to me.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in. All right. So yeah, I'm in right here. It's pretty fast. I did a market order. As you can see, sometimes price can be very fast. We're up $200 here. Doing 10 micros. I want to see how much I can look to take out. So if I went from 559.88, 59.83, stop loss is kind of big. Stop loss would be up here. We would buy 10 right here. You see where I'm going to put the stop? So if we get up here, I'm buying the 10s here. Alrighty. All right, we're up 362. I'm going to take out 2 contracts right here. Let's buy 2 there. That's actually 59.88 to 79. That's quite a bit of points. I could move my stop to break even. Take advantage of that. I mean, that's a pretty big move. It's probably what I should do, so I don't miss out on this massive gain. 59.88 to... Yeah, that was a 10-point gain. It happens fast. I'm telling you that the points that you get are insane on some of this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to take out 2 right here. Let's take out 2 right here and maybe put a stop. I'm trying to think. It could easily hit my stop, though. It could easily hit it. Alright, let's just see what happens. I do need to start taking things out because I haven't made any profit yet. See if we can target those lows.
They can actually swim. That is a great question, Blippi. Actually, these tadpoles will completely change color when they turn into frogs. And I think it's about time that we let these little tadpoles back into the pond, and I'll take you over to that tree.
All right, here we go.
To show you
Order filled.
I'm going to take out 2 right there. I got 8 left. Break even. All right, let's see how much I can ride this puppy down. If it goes and hits my stop, whatever. I don't want this to go to the opposite side of the orb. If this goes to the opposite side of order, I'm going to be pissed. Because I let a big green trade go red. I took 2 contracts. I took some profit out. I'm holding 8 micros. It'll probably stop me out. This is a pretty big down structure. Like, this could easily... This is a pretty big loss if it goes back to the orb. 59.88 to 97. It's about a 9-point loss. So, I don't want that to happen. Honestly, though, I should have got in a little earlier when I seen this clear straight break the structure. I could have got in a little earlier. All right, let's take out. So we have 8 contracts. See if we make a newer low.
Blippi, look, we found one. The Mad Leapfrog, the most famous frog in the whole world. This is the frog that's been featured on the cover of books in schools, postcards, and they even make stuffed animals that look like this frog. There's a good chance everybody watching.
Yeah, I mean, it's a break-even trade now. If it goes back up, I break even. If it goes down, I make insane money. I make insane money if it goes down. So hopefully it just kind of consolidates and makes a newer low. I could take out some more to lock in more gains. Me personally, if you're making 5 points, put it at break even. 59.88 to... We're up 8 points right now. All right, you need to put your stop break even. Because if this goes back up, you should not lose on this trade. You shouldn't. All right, I'm going to take out 2 more.
Order filled.
All right, 6 contracts. I'm going to put them right here. Break even. If it goes there, now I'm fine with that. I took out 6 more. All right, so now it's just like, how much money do I want to get? Took out 4 contracts, writing the 6 to wherever I want to now.
These frogs are most active at night. Oftentimes when you see them during the day, they're either sleeping.
No, you can take payouts whenever you want, Animal Man.
And that's exactly
Yep.
where we found this frog. Are you going to take a nap? I like that. Don't worry. We're going to put this frog right back where we found it so we can keep napping.
All right, this is what Spy's looking like.
My favorite thing about the red-eyed leapfrog. Look at the size of this frog. Look at that.
We got a 1-minute ORB right here. You see how it broke out structure right here? Let's see if we get a 5-minute ORB. If we break out structure here on a 5-minute, oh, you guys are going to make some mad money on the 15 sec. You are going to make some mad flipping money on the 15 sec if we get a 5-minute ORB. Let's go. Alrighty, let's just see what it does. Now, you could do more contracts. Like, yeah, if I had 20 contracts, man, I'd be insanely profitable, right? But you gotta understand, you know, this is kind of a bigger orb. You know, if this goes to the opposite side of orb, this is a 59.88 to 59.97. That's 11-point loss. You know, it is riskier. Let's go, baby. Come on, bring it down, bring it down. So what we can do now, so break even no matter what. We locked in 4 micros. None of that's going to affect us. It's not going to affect us. We're break even no matter what on this. Not going to affect us, guys, I'm telling you. All right, so I'm going to take out 1 more micro. I'm going to buy back 1 more.
Order filled.
And now I'm going to put 5 right here. I'm fine with riding 5 unless we make a newer low. Putting the 5 right here on my stop. Let's bring this puppy down. Let's bring this puppy down. Here we go. Making new lows, making new lows, making new lows. I'm going to take out one more micro. One more micro right here. One more micro. Oh! All right, so now we're left for 4. We're left for 4. We got the 5-minute ORB forming here. This is awesome. Okay, all right. Now it's just like that. You can't lose. I mean, how much more do I want to get from this? 59.88 to 59.70. We're up 20 plus points coming up in here. Let's take out one more here.
Order filled.
And I'm going to put that 3 stop loss. I'm just going to ride this to infinity. Wherever this is at the end of the bell, I'll take it out. So I'm going to put 3 micros here. Wherever this is at the end of the bell, I will hold the 3 micros forever. All right? So wherever it's at the end of the bell, if this is a massive move down, I will come back to this. But as you can see, I have already locked in a lot of money. I'm not really worried about that. So we'll go back to this at the end of the day. We'll see what my profit is. All right, Tesla's down 5%. We're coming into a 15-minute, 5-minute. The 1 minute's just not there. Wait for the 1 minute, guys. Holy moly. We wrecked that. Yeah, I'm scared of Tesla. I'm not gonna lie. Tesla I'm pretty scared about. I don't like Tesla. Look at Palantir pump. Let's go Palantir. Alright, what do we got here? We got some big stuff right here. We got textiles and apparel. 5-minute touch, 15-minute touch. 1 minute's not there. You see how like you can get the 5 and the 15, but the 1 minute's not there? If the 1 minute's not there, you don't take it. You might be like, holy crap, that's so oversold. Wait for that 1 minute. I don't even know what so CRWV, Tesla. It's so close there. I mean, Tesla going down to this 15-minute will probably go up. But, you know, why didn't it do that yesterday for us, right? You know, yesterday, this is what the 15-minute looked like. I mean, touch, touch, and touch. 3 touches before it decides to go up. Tesla's just very, very volatile. I'm not seeing anything yet. Give it time. I mean, there's a lot of stuff down. I mean, how... Yeah, we're coming back up a little. See, this is why you take some out, all right? Don't get greedy. Take some out. Don't be that greedy person. Take some out of your futures, okay? SMCI. I do have some longer-term EIX I'm watching. SMCI is going down. Unity. Unity had a CEO leave, I believe. Yeah, no, I just don't like how the stock moves, to be honest, with Tesla. It tends to burn me more than help me. What happened to Wells Fargo? Why is Wells Fargo going down? Using balance sheet for direct lending? What's going on, Wells Fargo? How much volume does this usually get? Alright, so Wells Fargo's not a bad idea here. I like this chart setup. Wells Fargo on a 15-minute, does it usually ever do that? No, it doesn't. When it gets close, it pumps big time. Wells Fargo is a setup I would take right up in here. This is a good one. It's got that 1 minute TD. It's not like an insane amount. So we hit the 931 to 944. Yeah, it's got the TD now. TD of 15 minutes away from EMA 20, and we're kind of hitting that EMA lower Keltner channel. That's a good setup. Wells Fargo's a good setup. Alright. And that's about it. Wells Fargo's my favorite. You got good old Tesla. See, I mean, this is what I mean. Like, why couldn't Tesla do that yesterday for me? Like, you know, now it wants to act pretty good, but Yesterday was a freaking pain in the rear trading Tesla. Man, can you imagine if we held our Palantir from yesterday? Look at Palantir. It's freaking up another 2%. We literally caught the lows and we were chickening out. We should have just held Palantir. I mean, look at this trash. I can't believe it. We literally caught the lows on Palantir. Yeah, I like MES. Me personally, I just don't like the big money. Like, I don't know. If I did MNQ, it'd be 5 contracts on a 50K account. But you got to realize if the orb is this big, this is a pretty big loss if it goes from literally ended here. We got to break a structure. We got a pretty big break of structure. I mean, this is 11-point loss. So I think I'd be down $300 on 10 micros on MES. But now it's just gold. It's just, to me, I don't lose. It's just how much more I make. I'm working on scaling out properly. I don't want to just sell all my things because I know we could easily get a 5-minute ORB here, which we are. So now on SPY, we have a 5-minute ORB. So we got the 5-minute ORB. So here's how we work. We get the 15-second to a 1 minute, 1 minute to a 5 minute. Now we're going to get a 5-minute to a 15-minute ORB. So the 15-minute, we're getting a 15-minute ORB. Then we're going to go to a 30-minute ORB. We're in before everyone else is in. Holy cow. Okay, I don't know. Should I take another? Gosh, I got to take another one out on that. To me, all right, I won't touch it anymore. I'm going to hold 2 contracts no matter what now. That's just too big of a move down. Yeah, I have to take something out on that drop. All right, I'm going to hold 2 contracts there. That is from my entry, 59.88, all the way down to... Shoot, man, that's almost 30 points, right? At least over 20. Okay, that's insane. That's probably one of the best 15-second orbs this fast I've seen in a while. So once we get that 15-minute orb, I think we're going to be very good, guys. Man, maybe I should do 20 contracts. That's the greed side getting to me now. Maybe I should do 20 contracts. Who knows? And then I lose the next day when I try to do that. Gotta stick to discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline.
So this is the electric toothbrush, and now we're gonna brush your teeth.
Now we're gonna brush your teeth. Alright, so I think this can get up to 55. I'm holding this one for long term. I saw this one down. Oh shoot, what happened to Tesla? Okay, so now if Tesla comes into this lower ATR4, yes, it is a buy zone. Yeah, it is in a buy zone. So I'll check out Circle here and see where it's at. My wife and I watch you daily do. Stay true to how you are very humble. She does option because I refuse to play with option. I'm strictly swing trade. Our goal is $5 to $100 of profit a day, and we've been hitting it. Stay humble. Yay, that's awesome. Yeah, there's different stuff. Making that with swing trading is really good. Honestly, my swing trading has been kind of boring right now. I've just been in bull. I've been holding this one in SPCE for. Other than that, and then FNMA, I made 10%, but swing trading's been kind of a little harder for me. I took this one on the EMA 10. Too bad SPCE didn't do this kind of move. FNMA hit that 10 or that 50, massive uptrend. It's in. This is SPCE right now. You can see how same setup. It just didn't bounce on that 50. Looks like right here is your big support. So I still like it. It's just so boring. But I think Webull, definitely I'm not selling any of those shares. That thing deserves to be up 15 and above. So we'll see. Alright guys, Tesla's at the buy zone. We got a daily EMA 50 touch here too. We're coming into the daily EMA 50. We're getting a 5-minute and a 1-minute coming. If this 1 minute does touch the lower Keltner, yeah, this is a good thing. Yeah, I wait for the 15-second close. Like you could see right in here. If I did not get in on a market order on this break of structure, I would have missed this whole move. I used to wait for retests, but it doesn't work like that all the time. So the minute I see this close, I get in right away. And then I just realize, hey, the stop, depending on the orb size, maybe you can go lesser contracts. Like this is a pretty big stop to the orb. So, I mean, 11 points is a pretty big stop. So,
Pretty cool. Ooh. I got just the blue ice cream cone.
And I have one more special thing for you, Flippy, so you can take care of your teeth at home. I have a toothbrush and some toothpaste and some floss for you, so you can do it every day.
I'm gonna just...
Well, thank you so much for cleaning my teeth and for making sure they're nice and healthy.
Thank you, Flippy. You were so brave.
And didn't have any cavities. Woohoo! Well, I'll see you soon.
See you in 6 months, Flippy. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I guess I'll have to come back in 6 months. Gotta check it.
Oh, wow, look at that down move.
Make sure you brush your teeth really well. Let's make some circles, 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 circles. Circles on all sides of your teeth.
Sorry, guys. Hi, Glender. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just get in a brick of structure today. That's so glorious. That is like, who else shorted the top? No one. No one shorted that top. Unless you're using a 15-second, 30-second time frame. That's pretty hard to short. The funny thing is, guys, it looked really bullish today. You see that big pre-market spike, and it just went down. You lost 15,000 last December, 6 days after starting. Oh, don't worry, I've had my fair share of losses. Risk management is everything. That's the only thing we can really control in trading. That's why I really love these orb strategies, because no matter what, you have to get out on the other side of orb. There's no second guessing yourself. Like, you can't be like, well, what if is that? That's the hard rules. If it breaks this 15-second orb, you're out. Today was honestly, in my opinion, a lot riskier than the other 15-second orbs I did. There's 11-point loss. Usually it's around 5-point loss. This is a double loss because look at the break of structure. It was pretty massive. I mean, it could mean it's more bearish too, so. Yeah, I can't believe Mon went up that much. That stock made me lose a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna hold these break even. I got 2 contracts. It's whatever what happens. Tesla is doing what it normally should do with my strategy. It's just not hitting the lower Keltner channel yet. Tesla's doing amazing with my strategy now. CRWV, you guys want to get into this? This is coming close to a 5 in a 15-minute touch. But you see how the 1 minute's not there. You got to wait for the 1 minute for the best precise entries. Yeah, Tesla might skyrocket up. IONQ, did I miss that one? Yeah, I did miss that one. IONQ, this was close enough for scaling in. You see how it got very close to that lower Keltner, EMA 20 TD? That one was close enough to scale in. If this ever gets even close to it, what you do is you scale in and you just keep adding to that 1 minute ATR4. So if it hits this, and then you see how it just keeps going lower and lower. So you add here, 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 make this massive move up, bam, bam, take your profit right there on that EMA 5 and 10. These are your targets. TEM, not there, ASTS. But I like to look for like the 5 and 15 combined, like Unity. You see how it's coming close to the 5? The 1 minute, we don't have the TD yet. Wells Fargo! Who took Wells Fargo? You see that? It's not sustainable, right? It has to come back up. This was so compressed to the downside, and it went up, right? News, options, there was nothing like really bad. I don't think they had a good option chain, though. They do have a 1-day option. Actually, no, their option chain's good. It's only a 2-cent spread. 44 and 46. Wells Fargo, nice little move up here from 74. Would you have got $1? 74, about 50 cents. Not bad. On a lesser volatile stock. Yeah, that one's good. My favorite right now is IONQ. What kind of option chain do they have? IONQ, terrible options. The minute I see this kind of spread, heck no. That's a 15-cent spread on a $1 premium. Tesla still hasn't hit EMA 20. That's a blessing. We can look to get into that if it does. I don't see anything else. It's either Tesla or, we missed Wells Fargo. Unity. Unity's still up for grabs if it touches that 5 minute. So there's a couple up for grab. Oh, no, I don't. I just, honestly, the time distance is just manually. Yeah, the time distance is just manually counted. Like, I can kind of see this, and I'll be like, okay, Unity, there's definitely more than 15 candles not touching this 20. So I just kind of say, hey, there's a lot of motion not touching this 20. I know price is going to touch the 20 and 50. It's a guarantee. It's a must, right? That's just, you just kind of eyeball it, it's not the end-all be-all. Man, I'm really impressed with the 15-second orb. Who in here in the chat is still holding a 15-second orb entry? I want to know who in the chat is actually trailing, stopping improperly. Because if you are, you're doing it right. Because now we're making newer lows. You don't want to give up your 15-second orb. Don't give it up. You caught the top. You caught the top. Man, we're still dumping? That's crazy. I'm up $300 on 2 micros on MES. That's freaking nuts. Show my.
Welcome to the stage.
We're standing on the stage. Yeah, this is so awesome.
Yeah, instrument. There's one that I really want to show you. Let me grab it here. This is one of my favorite musical instruments. It's called the jarana. Can you say jarana?
Wait, MNQ, you got stopped, really? MNQ. What did MNQ do? Did you really get stopped on MNQ? 15 second? I never really backtested MNQ to really know. Let me see what MNQ does. I don't even need these indicators on here. Let's get rid of all this crap. Remove. 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 Alright. Holy crap, you did get stopped on there. What the heck? Are you kidding me? They actually moved different. Wow. Who would have thought? I'd never actually backtested MNQ, but There's something to say about this. Are you freaking kidding me? I thought they moved like really similar. That's nuts. So right here you get stopped out because it went to the other side of the orb. You get in at 50, 28, 21, 835. I don't like NQ. I really don't. It's too fast for me. What is that? A 35-point drop? At 28 points you lose on that. Yeah, that sucks. Let me look at the other day. Now I'm curious if the other day would stop you out when I won. I think a lot of people said they won on the other day, though. You know, the funny thing is, though, it did get very close to breaking structure to the upside. And on MES, it didn't do it. Alright, let's just look at the... There's your 10. Why is there like a gap there? Now, yeah, you definitely win on the day prior. There's your 930. Holy crap, you make a massive amount of money. You get in on this candle here. That's from 21,733. Wow, you make like 60 freaking points, though. You make a whole lot more than my MES yesterday. MES, no joke. I made like... I was up max 8 points. So when you land on NQ... You make freaking mad money. Another thing I want to test is just a regular ES. Is it different than MES? I've noticed little differences in this. Let's do candlesticks and let's do 15-second. I don't want these crap indicators. We just need orb. That's all we need. Alright, 15-second.
I think you've seen this one before. This is for you.
Okay, so it got really close. You see how on MES, you almost had a break of structure. And that's on ES. And it's the similar for MES. Right up in here. Yeah, you almost had a break of structure, but it just didn't quite give it. Alright. Let me get rid of this because I don't want to ever trade minis. Minis will blow up an account. I'm guessing it works the best with MES. Just seeing that this denied a loss, and then NQ you lost, but on ES you didn't lose, it would make me stick with this. If you want to make more money, just do more contracts. I'm up 240 bucks on 2 contracts, literally 2 micros. You know, imagine if I did 20 micros today. You know, yeah, it'd be freaking insane if I did 20. I wish I did. This is probably one of my most favorite strategies. What is MES M5 on Thinkorswim? I wouldn't recommend using Thinkorswim for futures. MES M5. I've never done it on Thinkorswim. I've always been doing... I either do NinjaTrader or prop firms. I recommend prop firms because it's so much easier to... your emotions are not involved as much because you're like, okay, that's how I got to do these unique strategies because I've been doing prop firms. I'm like, what if I can... Here's my analysis on the 15-second, right? If you look at SPY today, you see how you have to... Let's go into the 1 minute, right? I'll draw these lines. Here's your 1 minute. If you can get in so early where you get a break of structure... No, it's way up here. You see how you have a 1 minute break of structure here? Let's get rid of the lines. There's your 1 minute break of structure. And then we go to a 5 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's a 5 minute break of structure down here. And then we go to a 15. You see how you're breaking sooner or later, we're going to get a 30-minute break of structure. So if I go to SPX, this is going to be my credit spread strategy. If we get a 30-minute break of structure to the downside, you're going to make a ton of money. Because usually what happens is price keeps going down, right? So we got up at the very tippity. We're up here on the 15-second orb. You got the 5 down here, 15 down here, 30 down here. It all goes in waves. But the hardest part is not getting whiplashed, like NQ got whiplashed. It gets pretty volatile. So, yeah, this one barely denied an uptrend on MES. I mean, I might get stopped out on my 2 contracts, but I'm waiting. I've already took out, like, most of it. To me, it's just like, I don't want to go massive size because I know, so we won today, we won yesterday, and then the other day we did lose. I think it was like a 7-point loss we have. So we did lose. No, I'm not in a spread yet. Yeah, so the strategy that I'm doing, Joe, is day trading education. I'm gonna update it some more on how to scale in properly or scale out properly. But yeah, it's this 15-second orb future strategy. The scaling out is the most important thing. The biggest mistakes that I have made is just taking out all my contracts at like 5 to 10 points. Because I mean, what if you miss all these points down here, you know? You don't want to miss all these points. Like, what if this does a 30-minute orb, you're going to be pretty freaking pissed that you took out all your contracts. What are we down on the day? We're down 0.21? That's nothing. That is nothing for SPY. I've seen this thing go down over 1%. It's nuts. So, it's just, hold on, I gotta do my other service here too. I'm sorry, guys, I've been doing so many things right now. I haven't really seen anything to trade yet other than maybe Tesla. I missed IO. You see this, IONQ? We missed it. We missed it at this bottom. This was the bottom area to get it. Price has to go to the 20 and 50, I'm telling you. From here to here, you're making 2% in minutes. TEM's going up. Yesterday, Tesla did a unique thing. Tesla's not doing that yesterday. Now Tesla's respecting the 1 minute a whole lot more. Yesterday it didn't. So nothing is perfect in trading. Wells Fargo, I would have taken at the 10 for profit and then, you know, a little more riskier if you took it at the 20. And I'm just looking at the red stocks. Apple, nice little gain there. That was not a 5 minute. So I'm just looking at red stocks. I'm not looking at green, just looking at red, see if I see anything. Not really much I'm seeing now. It's a good future stay though. So futures you never have to oh wait, do these micro futures you don't have any day trade restrictions. That's the nice thing about futures. And then like I said, prop firms, if you can show that a prop firm you can pass, I think a lot of you guys will make a freaking ton of money. This is the only strategy I'm doing. 1 trade a day. It avoids, for me, it avoids revenge trading and over trading. All of my prop firms that I failed is because I got too greedy. I wanted to keep trading. I stare out the market all day when you just need 1 trade a day. That's all you need. It's either you either catch the top or bottom. That's all you're doing today. And you're riding the way I get. You want to be in the market still, unless this hits my stop. If it hits my stop, I'm done. I think we're gonna do a 30-minute orb. I really do. I think we're gonna do a 30-minute orb to the downside here, and that's what I'm waiting for. Once I get that, I'm good. I have not tried it on TradingView. My brother-in-law told me to try it on TradingView. But he pays like $300 a month to use like all the services on TradingView. I just don't think it's worth spending that money when honestly everything we need. I don't know. I'm pretty basic. I just need a simple 15-second orb. I don't need indicators or nothing. Yeah, you gotta wait for the sale. But yeah, I was looking up at, there's different prop firms I like. Take Profit. Since I've been really trying out a lot of strats, I'm very into, if you want to make more money, maybe you can have more prop firms if you really want, but depends on how confident you are. I say stick to one at the moment. Which ones are my favorite? Is definitely Tradeify number 1, Take Profit number 2, and Top Step number 3. Just because I like to look for the lowest price. Tradeify is the lowest by far. I like Take Profit because you can get money on day 1. Not freaking bad at all. Getting money on day 1. Like the minute you make profit, you can take it out. But they're a little more expensive. That's the problem. Even with the fee, you could look at a 50K account as $170. I mean, with the discount, I think it's like 140 or something. I don't know. Alright, so we're kind of just scaling inside this range here. I wonder if we break out. I'm going to look at some 15 and 1 minute plays. What the frick happened here? Oh, you see on higher time frames, it can be well below here, but on the 5 minute, we're not touching the lower band, neither on the 1 minute. So you can't just use higher time frames and be like, holy crap, look at the hour. We're way below this Keltner. It doesn't mean it's a buy. And then sometimes with your screeners, you got to refresh it. So come back to the screener to see if it has more results for you, and then just go buy. This is an active strategy. You got to, I mean, yeah, you see how normal Tesla's acting now for my strategy? But yesterday was a piece of crap. This was yesterday. You look at the 5 minute yesterday. It was a piece of crap, right? I literally broke even on this trade when it got back up to this area here. Up in here. I broke even. I could have made a lot of money if I didn't break even. It's just how it is. I'd rather break even if I'm like not doing good on a trade. SMCI, it's just not there yet. You could have had it here maybe, but it's not there yet for me. IONQ, Moderna, keep an eye on Moderna, Rocket Lab, DraftKings, Unity. There's really not much I'm seeing. AMD, this is looking good. It did just touch the EMA 20, so you got to reset that. So it just depends. I mean, it really just depends. If you're patient, you can make a freaking ton of money doing this. Every day I'm making money doing this strat. Every day. Look at that. Just little Pfizer bounces right there. What happened? I wouldn't have taken that. What happened to Intel? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's just kind of boring. Even with this big market sell-off, I'm not seeing a lot of stocks red to buy. Not everything's just kind of. That's why I'm saying, like when something hits my signal, you take advantage of it because it doesn't happen all the time. KVUE. There's no way I would have caught that. That's too fast. No time distance. There's no way I would have caught that in time. Tesla's going to go up, in my opinion. I'm more of a scalper, though. I'm more in and out. But look at this. You know, if we hold this area, you have a gap here that most likely, if it fills, that's worst case scenario, in my opinion. I think we hit this EMA 50, which we do. If this makes a big pump, it will act like it did touch it. We can easily go up from here. Yeah, we need to. I need to look at the SPX. Now I gotta figure out what am I gonna do with my credit spread. It's a freaking massive orb. Ugh. So it just really depends on the strike I get. Maybe I can wait for price to come back inside of orb and then take a credit spread. I don't know. Kind of like what it did yesterday. I hate these big orbs.
And some dairy milk. Yum! Strong bone. And for the egg. Yum! What a good breakfast. Woo! Honeycomb Hospital. Yeah, come on.
Honeycomb. Yeah, that's the nice thing about the 15. It gives you bear calls, but we just get faked out so many times. Every time we take the 15. I'm just not a fan of the 15. I got faked out too many times. Let me see if there's any news.
Oh, check this out. It's a stethoscope. Yeah, you can put this on your body, and then you can hear your heartbeat. Listen.
June 5th, we don't really got anything big. It could be boring.
Let me check your ears. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to think.
There you go. Nice.
MLGO, should I sell my own? I'm 20% down. DG, Dollar General.
Things with them. Yeah. Maybe up a little. Yeah.
Geez, this thing is a slow decline, huh?
Maybe you have to hold it.
I would see if this holds, if this,
Fix you all up.
man, that's the problem. I mean, we're due for the 20, but,
We have some cards. Yeah. This is a checklist.
I would wait for a lower K value. That's what I was saying. When this thing started pumping, when this gets to around a 5, I think you should hold it just a little longer, because we are actually at big support. But yeah, I would wait for a lower K value. We're at 7.40. The lower we get, oh, you don't see it on my screen. Because my camera's in the way. So, yeah, the lower the K value, look at my indicators or my setup video here, Swing Trading Education. Join the Discord if you're not in. I mean, it's only $12 a month. But indicator setup tutorial. I talk about the KDJ and all that. If you're trading downtrend stocks, that indicator saves me so much. It saves me a lot. Yeah, I'm done with the 15-minute too. It's done good for me, but like I said, it's just not worth trading on these fake outs. Here's the 15-minute right now. I've seen too many times you get bear calls and it does a V shape. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just not trade. I'd rather miss out on a day. Because you gotta, also with my new roles, I'm not really scared of losing on credit spreads. I'll be honest with you guys. If I lose, then I just do the normal size that I've been doing recently. So right now, I'm only doing 5 contracts. You know, make 100 extra bucks a day. It's not bad. Just for credit spreads. I know credit spreads are really risky because, you know, anything can happen. News spike can stop me out. So I'm only doing 5 contracts, and then if I lose, I just 3 times it. Then I do 15 contracts. Instead of doing my regular size that I've been doing 4, I was doing 16, 16, 16, 16. Well, if I lose on a 16 contract, I can't do 3x that. That's too much. I just got to do 16 again. So, but someone wise, well, what if you lose again? Well, it's worse if I do a 16 loss and then a 16 loss. It's much better if I do a 5 than a 16. Now, here's the benefit. If I do a 5 contract loss and then I do a 16 contract win, well, I make all my money back the next day. That's why I like that. And it to me, it appeases my mind. I'm like, it's not as like big as a deal if I lose now. Like before I get like so frustrated, I'd be watching like I didn't even look at the chart yesterday much. I'm like, oh, I might get stopped out, and I was like, sure enough, it didn't. Like this was yesterday. This was the 30-minute orb yesterday. You see right here, we didn't get a bear call here, and we literally caught the low. Literally got in at the low. It pumped up. Our premium, went kind of high, but I did a 30-cent, which means my stop is higher. So a 30-cent premium is a 1.20 stop. And, it was fine. Like, you could be totally wrong on a credit spread and win. That's the nice thing. The other thing I see is bear calls are always riskier in this market. Bear calls are extremely risky. All right. No, you can't do the higher premium. Yeah, no, it just doesn't work. It's just not worth it. Getting a 30-minute orb and trying to do a $1.50 premium, even if you get a $1.50, it's still, in my opinion, just like nerve-wracking. But you're not going to get that all the time. So I'm just going to stick with 30 cents and 300% stop. To me, that's the easiest thing to do. Let me look at some other things. Man, Tesla. Why can't Tesla do this yesterday for us? Why? Why, Tesla? Why? So we hit a 15-minute to a T, and then it comes up to the EMA 5. You dirty little... I tell you what, Tesla's such dirty money, man. It's so freaking dirty. Never wants to do it what I wanted to do. Yeah, so and that's the thing. I mean, it went up. It went pretty scary, we're like, oh man, this sucks, right? It went to 0.85, but I mean, with our premium we got, that's not even a 200% loss yet, though. Yeah, I don't see anything. Man, a bunch of V-shapes, though, that's for sure. Everything's doing like this. It's just kind of consolidating on the EMA 5. You're going to get a lot of your plays right when the market opens. That's when it's most volatile. WFC, Wells Fargo, you see how it's just kind of consolidating. You can't trade that. It's too boring. Walmart. Yeah, I don't see anything, guys. Yeah, Tesla kind of pisses me off. It got me scared. I mean, the day I should have took it was today, when it's down like 5%. I mean, that's down a lot. And now it's going to freaking skyrocket to the moon. Man. It might just go to the EMA 50 on the 15-minute. I don't see it going past this, though. The EMA 10 on the 15-minute is pretty big rejection. But, I mean, from here to here with options, holy crap, you made 2% in a matter of 30 minutes on options. That's massive gains. I want to see if any Cody's taking any trades here. He's been on a roll. Dollar Tree. I was watching Dollar Tree yesterday. Yeah, holy freaking moly. Dollar Tree. What's going on with Dollar Tree? It's up 5% today. Remember we were watching this yesterday at the 5-minute lows? Yeah, we were watching it yesterday, Dollar Tree, when it hit this. I almost bought it yesterday here. I barely missed it yesterday here at the end of the bell. I would have sold it before this, but still. Holy crap. It's a nice game. I'm up 4K on SPX over about 10 of your spreads, paper trades. However, I tried to upgrade my TOS and they denied me. Had to wait 6 months to refill survey. Dang. Enan, thanks so much for the follow. If you guys want to subscribe on Twitch, it is free on Amazon Prime. If you don't have Amazon Prime, it's like maybe $6 or $7. Helps to support the stream, and you guys get free ads or no ads anymore. I would appreciate that, and thanks for all the love, guys. All right, I think I'm gonna get stopped out on my. No, I'm not. I didn't realize my short is way up in here. Even with this massive move up on SPX, I didn't realize my short's way up in here. So if we took the 15-minute, I mean, you're going to really feel it if this does a double orb on you. It's going to really suck if it does that. I'm telling you, I've seen some V-shapes. That sucks when it does it. Man, I didn't realize I shorted it way up here, though. Like, golly, it's still having hard trouble hitting my short.
So close your eyes and we'll count to 3, and then you can come find me. Ready? Close your eyes.
So that's what's happening. The market's having a big rip right there.
Here you come.
Anybody see anything? Like, if I miss something, say something in the day trade chat.
No.
So I can see it.
Well,
Oh, shoot. We got Trump speaking again. Trump is expected to speak to the press between 12 to 1. He'll likely share more details about his call with... Are you freaking kidding me? Forex Factory don't have that on the calendar, does it? Did anyone else see that? Let me look at Forex Factory here.
and it's also squishy.
Shoot.
Buoys. Yeah,
I'm not liking that.
Side of your boat, so then the boat doesn't touch the dock, so then you don't get scratched on your boat. Oh, and here's one more buoy.
Alright, let me see what's going on here. News. Okay. Trump hold. Yes, see Trump hold call Chinese state media. Everyone needs to lay off, I guess, today. Frick, man. So you could find this on the news on Forex Factory. Shoot.
A lot smaller than that.
Chinese state media. Trump hold phone talks at Trump's request. This was posted June 5th, 2025 at 8:49, I guess. That's why we're having some high-impact breaking news. Yeah, right here. High-impact breaking news. So, yeah, no trade until after that. What is this? Just near concluded policy style. That doesn't concern me. Frick. So these are the hottest stories right now. This was 1 hour ago. Definitely need to watch out for that. Did anyone see that? Thank goodness someone posted that in the chat. I would have missed it. Yeah, I would have missed this crap. This is how you avoid losses right here. This is not a credit spread day then. I'm not trading this Trump thing. Yeah, I'm not trading this, guys. What is this? That's bad already. I don't know. I think we're gonna have a big freaking move. Yeah, it's on Financial Juice. Okay. Market. I need to start looking at this news here on the hottest stories on Forex Factory and just kind of see it all. So this is why we're getting some big moves today, all right? We're going to get some freaking big moves. I hope no one took the 15-minute orb. It's not looking good yet. This is the 15-minute orb. I mean, if this goes up, you're going to get a double orb today. It's not looking good, guys. What do you need? You want that? Yeah, I'm not liking today, guys. I'm going to take the day off. Every time I trade on Trump, I get screwed. All my losses. And, you know, and the funny thing is, we don't see this in the back test, but I guarantee you, if we seen a lot of this stuff in the back test, we would avoid a lot of the 30-minute orb losses. We really would have. We lost the last time because of Trump on the 30-minute orb. We lost the last time because of 20-year bonds. You got to trade when it's calm. This is not a calm day. Yeah, I'm not trading this today. Let me push this up. Good call. Good call. No credit spreads today for me.
Check it out. It's an entire wall filled with colorful bricks.
I'm not sure if I'm understanding this, Wonders. Zero max loss.
The color blue.
It says a dog. It's probably showing. I don't know what the premium is. If getting filled on a $5 premium, they won't let you have that. Yeah, it might hit my stop. Wow, it's coming all the way up here on my contracts here.
Maybe start with the house. One brick. Two bricks. Three bricks.
Yeah, Tesla's a good call. I took a beating in May. I'm not gonna lie. I took a beating in May. If it wasn't for my January, February, March, and April, I'd be negative in credit spreads. If I didn't trade those previous months. But so I'm guessing it's good to combine a lot of time frames because some months are gonna be harder. Like April. April was hard because I didn't trade much because of all the tariffs. But I'm up. I'm only up, I think 3,900 after all the losses. So I'm a little more. I'm just more cautious now. I'm just being more calm. Like seeing this right here, Trump holds a call. We probably would lose today if we trade this. There's a good chance we would lose. You know. So what else is going on at Financial Juice? No, I don't want to sign up for this. This seems like a little unorganized on this, though. It's like too much stuff going on. I just want the important stuff. We got bonds here. Yeah, it's just too much. I like Forex Factory way better. This was posted June 5th. Traders resume fully priced. And yeah, I like Forex Factory way better. For Forex Factory, just look at the top news here. Hottest stories. Just look for Trump. I don't know what this is. Just nearly concluded a policy cycle. I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest. I wouldn't pay much attention to that. Trump and China. Alright, Tesla should be going down since SPX is going down. Boom, there it goes. Yeah, literally to a T. 5-minute EMA 20, 15-minute EMA 10. Literally to a T. Price reverts to the mean and it goes down. It's insane to me how, like, freaking accurate some of these reversions of the means are happening. You get price reverts to the mean and then goes down. Yeah, I'm not trading today. I don't want no 50-50 today. Even if I win, I wouldn't even feel good about my win because it's just gambling now. I've seen so many times, like, I'm like, why the heck did I trade? I mean, I would win so many times if I didn't trade during news. So I'll go back to the calendar. We got June 5th. Tomorrow we got nothing that concerns me unless something pops up. Yeah, SPCE, if you really just wanted to scalp it, just do the 5 and the... It's just, to me, I just don't do scalping on lower price stocks. But yeah, I mean, from here to here, It's all right. I just don't do it. To me, I rather do $20 and above. They move a lot faster. I feel like a lot of these low price stocks you're trading on the pennies. And then sometimes if I get stuck in a stock, I don't mind holding higher quality stocks. I didn't get stopped on MES. Look at this. The entry is so freaking high up where I shorted it. It's way up in here. Like, it's so freaking high. I'm not up much. I'm only up $200, but, you know, hey, I'm going to hold for the news. It would have to go to the opening bell here almost. I don't know why he's crying again. SoFi. Every time she wakes up, he cries. Tries to get attention. Yeah, 1 minute touch, 5 minute. I just don't like shorting. I'm not a fan of shorting, but yeah, you could have shorted that. For a quick move down to the EMA 20, you could have shorted that. Alright, guys. I'm gonna head out. I don't see any plays right now. I don't see anything right now for me to watch. Holy crap, what is this? Wait, did we make a new low on SPX? Or are we getting an SPX signal? Hold up, hold up! Come on, give me the 30-minute orb. I need a break of the 30-minute to make me bank today. I need a 30-minute break of structure. How's it going, Morris? Yeah, no credit spreads for me today, even with the 30-minute orb. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's just kind of a weird day. I just don't risk it I'm so disciplined now with credit spreads. I don't care. I just don't risk it anymore. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. I might be on a TikTok live stream. We'll